Give me the ball.
He didn't just score it, he called it.
What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, I'm Bernard Watts. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts tonight on a Sunday night. Hey, it's a good day that the Lord has brought us. It is. It's just good to be alive, y'all. You just don't know. Hey, had a good day. I trust that you have had a tremendous day also. Yes, I do. Hey, don't forget on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Sports Talk with BWatts. I got my top 10 players that played a good game against Kansas. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good show, and I'm going to let you know the future. I'm going to let you know the future of the Colorado Buffaloes moving forward after this year. I'm telling you, I got the scoop. Yeah, I got the scoop, and I'm going to share it with you on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Sports Talk with BWatts. Hey, got to get up, shout out to everybody over there on LinkedIn. Appreciate you. What's up, Big Joy? One of the staff members over there for Colorado. Also, Mr. James Cheney. I'll give a shout out to him over there also. Coach Mo, I got that message, big dog. I got your message. Appreciate you, big dog. I got that message, big dog. Also, I got to say, Miss Laura, big time real estate out there, Boulder, Colorado. She's supposed to be coming on the program sometime this week or next week. I'll let you know more about it as we go. And excuse me, y'all, I just got in. I hope y'all bear with me tonight. I ain't gonna be here long tonight. I didn't get a chance to charge my phone, my computer, or nothing like that. I think I'm working on 50 minutes. But before I do that, it's something else I had to tell you. Oh, Big Tiger, I got your message, big dog. I got your message. I got your message. Soon as this show over with, I got you. All right, all right. Let me bring the guys up, and we can get into the show. What's up, fellas? What's going on? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear me? Man,
Yes,
trouble.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into the show, man. When we look at the Colorado played Kansas. Just give me y'all thought, bro. I don't need to hesitate. Let's go and get into it. Go ahead and start it off, Coach Rick.
I mean, we didn't play our best football. But what I'm not gonna sit here and do is bash some guys on defense when they've been carrying us all day, all year. Shador said it in his press conference. Them boys been playing all year, been holding us down. This was our game to try to hold it all the way together, and we just didn't. As a team, you win as a team, you lose as a team. Uh, that kid had a heck of a ball game. It's football, and what you expect is everybody's gonna give you their best shot. Every time Colorado shows up, they're gonna give you everything they got. They're gonna give you their best shot. Uh, I think our defensive game plan was good. I mean, we just missed a lot of tackles last night, and like I said, I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not gonna sit here and do all of that, but I'm definitely not finna bash my guys. I believe in them guys still. Uh, Michael Jordan didn't have a good night every night. Kobe Bryant didn't play great every night. Neither did Michael Jordan. We had an off night. We did. I don't think we were underprepared. I don't think we were less prepared. I think we were prepared to play. I just think we just didn't execute like we normally had, and it showed up. And when a team like Kansas is hitting on all cylinders like they was hitting on all cylinders last night, it's tough to stop. That kid came to play football, and I told you if they in every loss they lost, the game wasn't close. When games is close, Kansas, when they feel they in the game, they play, and so that's what they came out and did. But no excuses. I'm proud of them young men. Uh, we got to pick our heads up because we got a short turnaround. We got to pick our heads up. Got a short turnaround, but at the end of the day, I still believe. So ain't nothing. We gonna be okay.
At the end of the day, we didn't bring it yesterday. I mean, it's just flat that simple. We didn't bring it. They punched us in the mouth first, and we didn't punch back. It's just that simple. It's one of them another slow start game. Like we've been having most of the season, is starting off slow. They came in, they punched us in the mouth. They came in with a game plan. They execute their game plan. Their game plan was to keep the ball away from Shador. You keep the ball away from Shador, it's hard for us to score. So when you break down it, and you got to get your hats off to what Kansas did because they had a hell of a game plan. They executed their game plan, and we just didn't do nothing to get off the field. Third downs what killed us, and on both sides, offense, defense wise, third down killed us. We couldn't convert third downs, and we couldn't get off the field on third down. So there you have it. So you were there in the backfield to make plays, and we don't make the plays. We got them stopped for 1 or 2 yards, and we don't make the plays. It's just simple football. At the end of the day,
Yeah, y'all right about that. I think Coach Livingston, the defense coordinator, called a heck of a game. They was in the backfield, they just didn't make the play. They was there. Uh, I think Kansas were more physical up front than we were. When I looked at it again, I just didn't know how big and massive that offensive line is. When that right tackle went down, he got injured in I want to say the second or the third quarter. I didn't even see that during the game, but when I rewatched it, they brought another big old joke in. And boy, he just plied up the field, man. And when you got a running back that was determined, just like the running back Kansas had, bro, his senior year, this was his Super Bowl. And he treated like it was his Super Bowl. But I got to give credit where credit is due to the Kansas head coach and their offensive coordinator. Like Rob said, their main objective was keep Shador and Travis off that damn field. And that's the blueprint of being Colorado. The offense did good. That the number of possession they had, they took advantage of it. We just couldn't get off the field on third down. We just couldn't. Just could. And on first down, man, anytime you can run the ball and get 4 to 5 yards, that put your team in a good position. You got 2 more chances to get 5 yards to get a first down. And they took advantage of it. They didn't put their quarterback in harm's way. Either he was going to run that ball or that number 4 going to run the ball. It was just plain and stuff. And Colorado know what was coming. They just didn't meet the physicality of what they brought to the table. But like Coach Ray said, still proud of the guys. The season still ain't over. They got a lot to play for. And I can tell you now, this running back that's coming up for Oklahoma State, he's going to be coming to bring the same kind of noise. And if Colorado don't match up with that physicality, it's going to be a long game again. That's the
that's all.
blueprint.
All
And
these 3 plays.
uh,
Only if he plays.
I can't hear you, Rod. You said something?
I said
Only if
only
he
if he
plays.
played. Only if
Yeah,
he
yeah,
played.
if he plays, right. But like I say, man, they came out like they wanted to win that game. And we just got, I mean, ain't no need to saying what we got to do better because we ain't got but one more game and then a bowl game. But through it all, them guys played their heart out. I'm sure them guys didn't want to go out there and lose that game. That they played their heart out. Sometime in football, you meet somebody better and tougher than you. I done played it. I done coached it. I didn't win every game. I want to win. I want the coach to win. In basketball, when I coach, I thought I had the best team out. But sometimes somebody get your number. It's just like when I go to work. I'm in my group. Sometimes I ain't. You know, sometimes I ain't. They come and say, be watch. You go, what's wrong with you today? Shit, man, I don't feel like working today. You know, I know what's on the line, Coach Ray. I just didn't feel like go out there and come today. I know we got 5 trucks coming in. I know I'm supposed to put that stuff in a location as your inventory specialist. But sometimes, man, 3 of them trucks, man, I can wait till tomorrow. You know, I know I average 5 trucks a day, Rod. But shit, 2 or 3 of them trucks gonna wait till tomorrow. I just don't feel like. No, I just don't feel like. I got a personal life too. That's the same way y'all do. But anyway, like I said, Coach Prime took over team 1-11. They went 4-8 his first season, and now he had 8 wins. That's a successful job him and his staff have done. And if they win one more, that's 9. Who would have expected that? Hell, Baylor had them at 5. What, 5 wins this year, Rob?
Yeah, they had us at 5. Some people had us at 4. And that's the deal. If you wouldn't hear the last 3 weeks talking to us, don't come talk to us this week.
Oh man, y'all don't even
No,
pay
no,
no
I ain't talking
attention
about.
to them,
I
man.
ain't talking about no. I ain't talking. I'm not talking about nobody in our chat. I'm just saying in general for
Yeah,
Colorado.
yeah,
If you
right.
wasn't here if you wasn't here when we was winning, what make you think we gonna care about what you think when we lose?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Uh,
Yeah,
what you know is that this is what I said this morning in my morning message. I think people think faith is for when everything is good. Faith is not based on when everything is good. Faith is when stuff is bad and when the chips is down, do you believe or have the strength to keep pushing forward to make it better? These young men showed you great resilience this year, led by a great coach who people said wasn't going to be able to come to Power 5 football and do what he did. Alabama 9-8-3, Ole Miss
right.
8-3, Tennessee 8-3, and they will pick to win the SEC. We in the same seat they sitting in, but we wasn't supposed to be here. We were supposed to be at the bottom of the barrel, picked to finish 11th in the Big 12, and you tied for second right now, or tied for first. And you still got something to play for. It's gonna be senior night Friday. It's gonna be a lot of emotion in that place. And that's what it was for Kansas Saturday. It was a lot of emotion in that place. These kids had turned that program around with this coach. Things hadn't gone the way they thought they would win. Got to remember, Kansas was picked to finish in the top 3 or top 5 in the Big 12. They had some injuries. They started to get healthy. And Kobe Bryant told y'all this week, I had this game circled all year long. If we could just get to Colorado. So that lets you know just how important Colorado is. You understand me? But what Coach Prime has did as a man for young men. And this is my biggest thing, and then I'm going to let Rob take it. In life, with anything or anybody, you want to leave them better than what you found. Shador Sanders is going to leave Colorado better than what he found. Travis Hunter is going to leave Colorado better than what he found. Silman Craig, Shiloh Sanders, they going to leave Colorado better than what they found it. I found myself going back and watching some of the first videos when Coach Prime first got the job and he got off the airplane and they showed him walking through the facilities with Shador and showing him the trophies and showing him the stuff. And he looked at Shador and said, we got to change this. We got to put some more names up there. Well, they'll do that. They're gonna put another Heisman Trophy in that trophy case over there, and they're gonna put some more awards in that trophy case. They're gonna leave Colorado better than what they found. And maybe Shador and I know people don't want to hear this, but maybe Shador and Shiloh were just laying the foundation. And Travis, for these other boys, Juju, and these new freshmen that's coming in, because if you win it with Shador, it's so much to be said. But if Prime don't do it without, if you do it without Shador, I wonder what the world would think.
Right.
So we just gotta be thankful for to get to where you want to go. To get to where you're going, you gotta be thankful for where you at. To get to where you're going, you gotta be thankful for where you at.
I mean, the only thing I can add on to that is at the end of the day, we still got an opportunity to play in the Big 12 championship. And that loss hurts, you know what I'm saying, because we control our own destiny. We're gonna need some help, but at the end of the day, we still got an opportunity to get there, and we got to take the first step, and that's go and win on Friday. It's just that simple.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't gonna tell no lie. That thing hurt, boy. It hurt me what? I ain't gonna tell no lie. The reason why I was looking at it, Coach Drake, I said, man, it hurt, Rod. It hurt. I thought they could just go on a run because they had the defense to do it. But when I saw the way Kansas just manhandled our defense, oh man. When that referee then called that play on Travis, when Travis cut across the middle and Shador threw the ball, and that dude wrapped his arm around and twisted, I said, man, they ain't throw no flag on that. I said, boy, it's gonna be a long game. And then the hit.
And BWatts, and when you see that as young men, that's been going on all year.
Yeah, that discouraging, man.
Sometimes it's just discouraging to the point to where like they just don't want us to win. Like that's just blatant. That hit on Shador, that's just blatant. So y'all just
low down dirty, man. That's straight dirty.
Y'all just don't want us to win. Y'all don't like Prime so much that y'all just allow anything to happen.
They threw the flag.
No, they didn't.
And picked it up.
That way, it wasn't on Shador though. It wasn't gonna never be.
I just seen a flag. When I seen that flag, I said, okay, they throw that on. Then they no penalty on the play. I said, what? How is that gonna be legal?
That flag was never on passing. The flag was never for roughing the passer. It was on for a holding call that they was gonna pick up.
But still, man, that just was a low down hit. And that dude, Kobe Bryant, man, Travis cooked that dude all three plays he was on. And some of the plays when they was on Travis, man, they ran a safety over the top of him. If Travis had made that interception on that sideline, man, they should have brought that Heisman Trophy right on in the house right there.
And that's what you got to look at. That these guys are playing against everybody.
Everybody.
Playing against the fans in the stands, the team on the field, the people wearing the zebra stripes.
Yeah.
And you want these young men to have the composure and the wherewithal to deal with all of that. But it's grown people can't deal with stuff like that. And so but this the one thing I remember I told y'all guys, I watched the Willow videos and I look at and you see what you see. And it's just you just gotta look at what you see. This week, I think we had a good week of practice, but the last thing I saw was Coach Prime that Thursday. He was talking to 88 and he was talking to the linebackers. And he said, hey guys, we gotta be dominant. We gotta stop feeling ourselves. And he came out and he said it again. He said it again in the press conference. Because Prime told you fans only blow when you're hot. But this my saying. Sometimes you lose to find out who really with you. Sometimes you got to go through something to really see if somebody really for you or not. Because see, when everything is good, everybody want to be above. It's good to be it's good to be Prime, and everybody want Prime to be their head coach. Well, let's see what the story is this week. Let's see how many people jump off the train and I told y'all this was just this just flash in the pan, this, that, and the third. But you didn't think we'd be here in the first place. Instead of being happy for where we are, because see, everybody that's riding the train ain't glad, ain't really don't want to really be on the train. See,
Right.
They want to get off at the next stop, and that's all we did. BWatts, we just made a stop at the station and told some of y'all to get on off, and we'll keep pushing, cause the train don't stop. Cause see, of everything, you remember 4 weeks ago when you said, Dre, I just don't see how Coach Dre, I don't see how we're gonna get in the Big 12 championship. I said,
Yeah.
BWatts, don't worry. I said, BWatts, don't worry about it. We just gotta do what we can do. So that's all I'm gonna tell you again, BWatts. We just can do what we can do, and that's beat Oklahoma State. And boy,
Yeah.
and listen, let the chips fall where they may. But if these boys get in the Big 12 championship, oh, what a time!
Mm.
I'm gonna piggyback off some. If y'all thought the refereeing was bad for the Colorado game, if you didn't watch that Utah game to make sure that they had a way not to get Colorado in there, you missed a hell of a game. They made sure they screwed Utah every which way they can for Iowa State to win that game last night. And they had some even dirtier hits in that Utah game where they put out one of their Utah quarterbacks on a dirty hit that wasn't called. So just to say it was Colorado referees, they every which way to make sure it made it hard as possible for Colorado to get to the Big 12 championship. And I'm telling you, Utah got cheated out that game last night. They should have won that game. I'm just calling what it is, what I've seen. But all it's gonna do is gonna come up for a storyline, right? And the storyline gonna end just like this. Some way, somehow, we gonna handle business on Friday. We don't play on Saturday, and all chaos is gonna break loose Saturday. It's gonna allow us to be in that Big 12 championship, and that's all that's gonna matter.
Yeah. Man, I forgot the game was on Friday. I thought it was on Saturday. I was planning on going out there. I still might have to go out there. But,
Friday, it's a Friday, and it'll be at 1:00 Eastern time because the game is at 11.
Yeah,
10,
I think the game at 10.
it's an early game.
It's an
man, I heard that this morning, man. I said, what? I said, I'm planning on going out there Saturday. Then they said the game is on. Then I looked at the schedule. I said, oh, man, it's the day after Thanksgiving. I still got it.
It'll be 12:00 Eastern Standard Time. It's 10:00 Mountain Time. So yeah, it'll be a 12:00 game. So the game gonna be early. So we just gotta come in and handle it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's look at this. The performance of Travis Hunter, Coach Ray, you take that one. Rod, you take Shadua for the season, not just the yesterday game, but for the overall season.
The kid is. I told you, the kid is Himothy. He's Himothy. You've never seen anything like it. And every week he comes out and gives you everything he got. Every time he's on the football field, he gives you everything he got. So he wants it bad. He's just not a kid that shows up. When he gets off the bus, he knows he's the best player on the football field, and there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's nothing to talk about. He showed up every week. Every week that he played, he showed up. He didn't disappoint us in any big stage. Remember, y'all said that this kid was just a kid from Jackson State. He never do it in Power 5. He couldn't play all. Oh, they never let him. He never play all those snaps. Well, all he did was play all them snaps and dominate. Kobe Bryant supposed to be one of the best cornerbacks in the country. You saw what we did to him. There's no question about who's the best college football player in the country. But better than that, he's probably one of the best young men in the country. Again, I stay in Tebow country, and I saw what a kid like Tebow and the way they treated him. That Travis Hunter gets none of that, and he's just the same type of kid. He goes to football, he goes home, I'm not indulging in any of that extracurricular stuff. That stuff don't even bother me. I don't even really want to be on TV if you really ask me. But when I put on these shoulder pads and in this helmet, I know I'm the best football player you're gonna get a chance to see. I just want to be the best. He should be commended as a young man. When you talk about a role model, if you're not talking about Travis Hunter, I just don't know who you're talking about. He's a great kid, and like I say, he's just the best football player I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best football player I've seen. I've never seen nobody go two ways like that. Play every snap. Doesn't look like he gets tired. Uh, it wants everything that they throw at him. He not looking to run from nobody. If you say you can guard me, okay. But I know I can guard you. If you say I can't do this, I can do that. And he just deserves everything that he gets because he's a quality young man. And then look at what he does after the game. We just lost and he's still signing autographs for little kids. Gave a little kid his gloves. That's the character of a young man. I just got my behind, but I got enough character and enough respect and enough all of that I've been raised with to still have time to stop, give this kid my gloves, do all that great stuff. So he's just a hell of a young man. And there's nothing nobody can say about Travis Hunter except for he should be the Heisman Trophy winner. He hand down the best college football player in the country.
I agree. Before you go, Rod, hold on. I want to give a shout out to my brother right there, old George Stubb. He a Georgia fan. I know you're happy right now. You said the chip can fall for University of Georgia. It can fall for Colorado. It can happen. You're right, bro. Appreciate that, man. He on the road down there in Florida. Him and his wife, they on the way to celebrate Thanksgiving in the Bahamas. I just left the Bahamas a month ago. Now he going. God bless you, bro. He's a pastor of a church up here in Locust Grove. Uh, Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Y'all drive safe and be careful. Love you, bro. Go ahead, Rob.
Shador Sanders, Mr. Legendary himself, the legacy that he's leaving Colorado with, to put Colorado in a better place than when he started. His back has been against the wall from a little kid growing up, right? Everybody's always had a target on his back. And he can't be the quarterback, and he can't do this and he can't do that. And every week he's showing you, he's rewriting the record books to see you right now. Every record that, for his quarterback to be had, Shador Sanders pretty much holds almost every record in Colorado history right now. He still got a couple more he can break. Cherish these memories that you got from these last few games that we got. I think it's going to be more than 2 until proven otherwise. But when you see him on the field, when you see him at a game, man, cherish these moments because you're not going to get them back. But he set the foundation for this team moving forward, foundation for the University of Colorado, and let people know what the center is to be a quarterback at the University of Colorado. Right now, he's the present. The future's coming. And, all you want is just to keep as many days we can have them. Let's enjoy that moment. I see a lot of people, they want to throw salt but at the end of the day, what this program has done in 2 years, none of y'all had those expectations. So why are you throwing salt on these kids? And I'm gonna say this again. This program was 1-11 2 years ago. None of y'all probably could do this anyway. So why are you going at these kids? Because if somebody went at your kid, you'd be all in your feelings. If it was your kid and your kid was in the spotlight like this, you had your face bent all up. So, man, give these kids their opportunity. At the end of the day, they kids, right? They're still growing into adults, to young men, and they still proving stuff, right? But the real problem in the situation is a lot of the people that's really upset, that's really mad, that's really got frustration pissed off is because you placed a bet on University of Colorado last weekend and you lost. That's just what it is, right? But that doesn't stop what this team has accomplished throughout this season. That doesn't said this is anything wrong. Right now, we on schedule, right? Whether you want to look at it good, bad, or indifferent, we on schedule. But what Shador has done to provide an avenue for University of Colorado moving forward, and the legacy that he brought to the University of Colorado, and what the big picture is legendary. You can't say nothing more than this. You can look at slice it up and down however you want to slice it. But what Shedeur Sanders has brought to the University of Colorado and his legacy that's going to continue to grow is legendary.
Coach Ray, when you look at the playoff, Cameron Simeon Craig, another brother, he gave it his all, man. He was back there. The running back just a little bit too more powerful, a little bit too powerful than he was, and plus he didn't have nobody coming behind him when he was making them hits. He was back there. He put them hits on him. He just needed somebody to come behind him and finish it off. But he had a good game to me. He was right there. Just gonna bring him down. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But the key thing that I was looking at him, how he gonna bounce back. And he was bouncing back. He was there. Just didn't have, and I don't know what happened to the linebacker group, that second level. But hey, it was one of them games. So when you look at Cameron Simeon Craig and the way he has performed, not just on yesterday, but ever since he's been with Coach Prime.
What he is, he's the true epitome of what a dog is, or what you looking for when you talking about a real ball player. It's so many good things to say about Simeon Craig. Uh, he didn't have many scholarships. I don't even know how many stars he had coming out of high school. He was going to FAU with Shedeur at first. And then if you listen to the man's story last night, it was some of that story I didn't even know. That, you know what I'm saying, that he was on half a scholarship at Jackson the first year and was sleeping on somebody's, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff that this kid went through. And the belief, because of the belief he had in Coach Prime and the trust he had in these guys and the coaching that he was getting, and Coach Mathis, Coach, and all of that kind of stuff, to be where he is now, to not being the starter last year. He wasn't the starter at TCU. Miles Slusher was the starter at that strong safety spot. But when Miles Slusher got hurt and they put in 7, he has to relinquish that spot 1 week. Except for the 1 week I think he had a concussion. That's a great TWB. That's a great word for him. He has great integrity. He believes in himself. You hear Coach Prime say he's the heart and soul of this defense, and he was last night. Like, hey, he a buck. What he a buck? He a buck 75, a buck 80.
About 75.
That kid was bringing everything he had. But one thing you never saw was him back down. Every time he had a chance, he came and he brought his lunch pail every time he had a chance. Every time he had that kid in his eye, it lined up in his eyesight, he came down and brought it. That kid is for real. He'll play on Sundays. He will have a long career on Sundays because his determination, his want to, his fortitude, all of those words, Simeon Craig embodies those. It's gonna be hard to see him go. It's gonna be hard to see him go because what he has on the inside of him, you can't coach that. You can't coach that. What Simeon Craig got on the inside of him, you can't coach that. And again, that's why you have to tell somebody that these young men are leaving the University of Colorado better than what they found it. And CU will be better because of 7 and Simeon Craig. Whoever dons the 7 next year, I'm like a lot of people. Just no, not just anybody can don the 7 on defense next year. Not just anybody can don the 7 on defense next year. You gotta have all of those things that Coach Prime wants. It's got to be inside of you, and it can't be something that somebody got. You don't never have to get Cam ready to go. He gonna always be ready to go. He gonna always give you everything he got. And can't nobody say that 7 didn't give you everything he had last night. He gave you everything he had last night. You can't drown a shark, and he showed it last night. I'm proud of that kid, hands down.
So going forward, we know we got to win, Rod, on Friday. Let people know how can Colorado make the playoff. If y'all know, it's so much stuff out there. Give me a headache.
Honestly, though, it's not as hard as it may seem. It's really not. First agenda, you got to win first. That's throughout everything, right? Win first. And then once we win on Friday, all the pressure's on Saturday. That's where the real pressure is. It ain't really on us. It's the pressure's on Saturday. On you need a combination of a couple things, but it's not as hard as people think, right? Um, Texas Tech and West Virginia has to play. Texas Tech beat Virginia, then all we need is um damn, what's the one thing we need to lose? That puts us up if they win. If Texas Tech beats West Virginia, that's one of the earlier games. That actually bumps us up in the seed for first place. So then, if you get a combination of K State and Iowa State, they're gonna play midday. So you need K State to beat Iowa State. And then if you can get Houston wins, it's a wrap. But I think we'll know everything before BYU plays, because BYU plays they got the last game of the other night. So everything should be figured out before then. So you need Texas Tech to win. That's the easiest way to get in is Texas Tech to win, and then K State wins. That's the easiest way to get in, honestly. And then the BYU game won't even matter at that point. But there's a bunch of scenarios in the situation based upon who gonna win. You can go with a simple loss from BYU and Iowa State can get in. You can go with a loss from Arizona State. If Arizona State loses to Arizona because they play early in the day, that can help us in. It's so many multitude of ways, but the simplest thing right now that we really need is we need Texas Tech to win, because that automatically bumps us up, and then it's just simple. So the easiest form is Arizona State and Iowa State to lose.
Coach Ray, what's the importance of Colorado landing Juju?
Uh, what you know is you got a quarterback for the next 3 years that is he's him. Uh, I just haven't seen a kid like that in a long time that can throw the football. But the thing is that people said that was the one thing that Coach Prime couldn't do. That's what you heard. I mean, even at Jackson. What he gonna do when Shador leave? He ain't gonna get no belt. He not gonna get a quarter. He ain't not gonna get a quarterback to come in here and play. They gonna be just who he gonna get to play quarterback after Shador leaves, and nobody figured he could land the top quarterback in the country. That's no disrespect to Bryce Underwood, because I believe Bryce Underwood is a heck of a quarterback. But what it does is it makes other kids. What it does is it makes other kids want to come and play for the University of Colorado, because you got a quarterback. That's the first thing. Most teams that's in the in the top 12 that's gonna be in the playoffs, you go look at them. They got a quarterback. They feel like they have a quarterback that can play. And so what we know now is that we have a quarterback, and believe me, he's gonna be pushed. Nobody's gonna hand him the job. But I think this kid has been groomed to be him. He's been playing top-notch football his whole life. Uh and so I think what is like Uncle Steve said, it just shows that we have a bright future. And when you got a quarterback that kids, you got to remember, this is the biggest thing. I don't think people that Juju was supposed to be in the class of 26. So
Right,
all the guys
right.
that was gonna be with him are in the class of 26. So he reclassified to the class of 25. So all those big time recruits that was thinking that they was gonna be with Juju were there in 26. And now he can go and get some of those guys to come and go with the rest of them. Uh, so we sitting in getting Juju is a big plus. Hopefully we get some more stuff come down the pipeline this week to put some smiles on some people faces. But right now, getting Julian Lewis sets you up for the future. And now you can go get everything else you need because you have a guy to play the quarterback position that you feel comfortable in. And so the future, again, the future looks bright for the University of Colorado and the Colorado Buffaloes.
What you think, Rob?
Getting Juju is the major key. You know, it helps all the dominoes fall in place with the recruiting class. When you look at what we actually got coming in from our high school class, we got around like 11 to 12 guys right now. And we're probably gonna get probably about another 4 to 5 kids. National Signing Day is December 4th, so we're almost about a week away. A week and some days to early signing day. So that's gonna play a key right there. So for us having Juju, I mean, you got that person that, you know, we're handing the keys off to the castle, and now it's time for Juju to go drive it. But what it does is it elevates your recruiting because you know Colorado has a quarterback. You know Colorado contend in the Big 12 because the opportunities in the Big 12 is wide open for us to go take it. It's up to us to keep putting pieces around Juju for him to be successful. And I think we're going to continue to do that, especially on the offensive line, the defensive line. We're going to beef those room up. As you can see, you know, injuries hurt us yesterday. Flat out hurt us on the defensive line. You know, when you got some of your horses ain't playing, it finally caught up to us. We've been getting away with it for weeks, and we've been trying to get healthy, but it caught up with us not having all our horses on the defensive line yesterday. So, you know, it gives us time to go out and recruit, not just in high school, but in the transfer portal. The transfer portal is going to be huge for us, and that opens up December 9th. So it's a lot of opportunities that's there for us. We just got to take advantage of the opportunities that we got right now, because at the end of the day, all these recruits and people at other schools, they want to see if we can win. They want to see if we elevate this program to another level. And now all of those people that didn't believe or that wasn't on the board, they on board now and they calling. So the opportunity is there. It's just up to see you to go take advantage of who they want. It's gonna be a lot of people that get turned down because of, you know, we got a kid that's just better. So it'll be excited to see what we bring in.
Yeah, I heard from a couple of people said they gonna double down on that transfer portal. They told me, you think last year was a lot, you wait till this year be what? I said, okay. They said the plan is already in the making.
I can tell you right now, the recruiting board is being stacked up. Like the thing about college football that's never gonna fail, you always gonna have somebody reach out. A kid's gonna have somebody's gonna reach out for a kid, whether it be the handler, whether it be the agent. Somebody gonna call another university to see, hey, if my kid hit the portal, you better not go in the portal without a plan. So more than likely, if it's somebody that we really after, they ain't already contacted us. Just like every other school, it ain't no ifs, there ain't no ifs or buts about it. And there's the top line kids that's not gonna be in the portal for long is because they already contact who they're going to. That's just that simple. And they're just gonna take a visit to find out if it's the right fit or not.
Coach Dre, once again, how many teams in the SEC gonna make it, bro? This last week?
I ain't gonna lie, BWatts, it's scary right now for them. It look like we might be wrong because everybody.
I don't think they're really gonna make it, bro.
Right now, 3 for sure. That's all
3.
I can tell you is 3. That's all I can tell you right now is 3 for sure, BWatts.
Georgia already guaranteed, right?
Well, they guaranteed a spot in the SEC championship right now. That's all they guaranteed. Georgia
Okay,
guaranteed a spot in the SEC championship. They'll play the winner between Texas and Texas A&M. But Bama got 3 losses. Ole Miss got 3 losses. So those were the teams that they had in the playoffs. Bama and Ole Miss. So they both got 3 losses. So if Texas A&M lose, I think they'll have 2 losses. I thought Tennessee had 3 losses, but they only have 2. So that was my bad on Tennessee. So right now, if I had to bet, right, what Texas that's what I got. Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee for sure.
Right.
if everything don't work out like it should. So this what I got. I think it's gonna be 3 from the SEC, 3 from the Big Ten, Notre Dame, Boise State, whoever win the Big 12, and whoever win the ACC. And then it'll leave one spot, and I just don't know who that other spot to go to. That's what I got right now. So the SEC could get 4, but now there's no way you can put 5 in there. There's no way you can put 5 in there. No way. No way. I mean, hey boy, I mean they partied hard down here in Gainesville last night, boy.
Yeah, but they pulled that thing out. Boy. They did pull it out. Rob, when you look at the ACC with Clemson, hold on. I mean, not Clemson, but Miami. With Miami, hold on.
The way they looking against SMU can put some points on the board now. They can put some points on the board.
Y'all really think SMU can handle Miami?
Have you seen Miami defense?
I think they quarterback overcome their defense.
Did you see last weekend?
But SMU is
that thing. They don't do it for me. They just like Indiana. I told many people Indiana they ain't played nobody, y'all. They just swear Indiana was gonna do that. Go Dre, you one of them.
I listen, agree, but SMU, I don't watch SMU, and being from Florida, I get to see Miami up close and personal. I got a kid on the Miami team. SMU was something different.
Well, here's the thing: you want Miami to win the ACC,
right?
Because then that gives an opportunity for more to play out and chaos to play out for as that last spot go in the playoffs. Miami loses and then they lose. They don't play for their country because they got to play Syracuse. Syracuse ain't finna play with them. Syracuse got a legit quarterback and they got a legit running game. And right now, Miami's struggling on defense.
But here's the thing right here. Here's the thing
we got
to think about. Here's the biggest thing we all got to think about. It's going to be right now, we're going to have kids starting to shut it down. Also, is coaches going to be going to interviews to be get interviewed for coaching positions and things of that nature. So it's a lot of stuff going to be going on with a lot of ball clubs. So all of that's going to play into a lot of this stuff.
I wish we could.
This scenario right here is gonna make a lot of people upset. This scenario, because somebody gonna get left out there they feel like they should be in. But if you got, like I say, if you got 3 losses, you can't be mad if you don't get in. So like if we got in, yes, we'd be happy. But if we don't, we understand why we're not getting in unless we playing for the Big 12 and we get in. Alabama, you know why you're not getting in. Ole Miss, you know why you're not getting in. You know why you're not getting in if you don't get in. Indiana with 1 loss. I hate to say it, y'all. They might get in.
Oh, man. You got that Coach Dre. You saw it on TV.
I did.
I just pay attention, though.
I started to call you, boy. I said, what did I tell you? Indiana ain't got that.
This is what you got to pay attention to. When the rankings come out on Tuesday, who do they put in that 13th, 14th, and 15th spot? Because if any one of those teams loses 12, because right now in the AP, they got Alabama sitting at number 12 spot. So all 13. All it takes is for somebody to lose, Alabama's back in. So you got to pay attention who sits at that 13, 14, 15 spot. Because if anybody lose, and somebody gonna lose, and it I ain't just talking about next week. I'm talking about championship. Because guess what? Oregon and Ohio State got to play each other, right? There are some things that's gonna play out because of seeding purposes. I'm not saying
play each other, both of them in though.
But you're not paying attention. I'm talking about seeding purposes. So now you say Ohio State's beat Oregon this time. Ohio State go to number 1. Does Oregon State number 1? So then that's going to change the scenario. Can we sneak another SEC team in or not? Because they're going to try to make the matchups where the SEC is not playing the SEC in the first round. They're going to try to make them play something else, but you need something else to play out in that situation. They don't want to put Boise at number 4. They really want to put them at number 5, but nobody in the Big 12 want to take the 4th spot. That's the problem, right? Then you go to the ACC. The problem is they got a three-way tie right now, right? Clemson, Miami, and SMU. SMU is the only person that's locked to see championship game right now, right? So it's going to come down to Clemson and Miami. Does Clemson beat South Carolina? And South Carolina is highly ranked.
What they playing at? What they playing at?
I don't know.
I think it's South Carolina this year.
Where they play at.
Ooh, yeah. Boy.
So that's you got to be rooting for Clemson to lose because Clemson is the wild card factor. If Clemson loses, then that clears up some opportunities for some other teams to sneak in. If you get Clemson to lose, they're gonna sneak another SEC team back into play. That's the problem that you got right now.
So you don't think 2 teams from the Big 12 will make it, no matter what?
How can you put them in?
Be hard pressed. It's gonna be hard pressed.
I mean, we don't lost 3 games just like everybody else don't lost 3 games.
Listen, right? I agree.
But they just ain't ranked. We just ain't ranked higher than them.
Now, here's the key thing, though. Here's the key thing. If Georgia goes and plays in the SEC championship and they lose, now it's for a game. Because now we're gonna get this talk about who can bring the money. And then you put then that's when Colorado comes back into play if they can get an automatic.
Georgia's gonna be in there. They're gonna be in there. They won't come in there.
If they lose the SEC,
if they lose to the SEC championship, that'll be their 3rd loss.
They're gonna put Alabama in and they're gonna take Georgia out.
Boy. I ain't going with that. Georgia gonna be in there, y'all.
All right. Listen, if Georgia wins the SEC, then that puts them up.
If they lose the SEC, if Georgia loses the SEC,
they're not in. They're not in.
You don't think they get in?
They're not in.
Listen, Rob, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. They're gonna have to put 3 teams in, so you're gonna have to put that will put Texas or Texas A&M automatically in because Georgia in the SEC championship, right? So listen at this, if Texas A&M beat Texas, that'll just be Texas' 2nd loss. Texas still gonna get in. Texas will still get in. So if Georgia was to lose to Texas A&M, you get Texas A&M, Texas, and you would have to.
Here's the problem. Alabama beat Georgia. Alabama beat Georgia. You can't put Georgia in.
Hold on. Tennessee 9-2. Tennessee gonna get in because they 9-2 and they don't got to play anybody else.
That's what
Tennessee gonna get in. Yeah, BWatts. Tennessee 9-2. So if Georgia lose the SEC, they might not get in, B. They might not get in.
That's the reason why Georgia was not trying to play in the championship game.
It would be Texas. It would be Texas. Like I said, if Texas A&M win, it'll be if they beat Texas.
Who Texas played? That's the last game of the year.
Them and Texas A&M play Saturday.
Oh, that ain't no sure win for Texas now.
But that's what we saying. They automatically win.
I got they will be their second loss. You're right.
But see, that'll be their 2nd loss, and they don't got to play in the SEC championship, so they automatically in.
Got to play in the SEC championship. So that
what Lane Kiffin. That's what Lane Kiffin was saying. Hey man, it don't do no good to go to that SEC championship because if you lose, they gonna kick you out. Okay, yeah. He did say that. He did say that.
That's the reason why Georgia was like, damn, like we don't want to be in that.
Fireball gonna have a fit, boy. If Georgia, Alabama ain't in that thing, boy, he gonna go off, boy.
No, one of them will get in, and one of them won't. And that's the problem that you got is Georgia goes and lose the SEC championship, they out. Alabama's in because Alabama beat Georgia.
No, it won't be Alabama. It'll be Tennessee. Listen, this is what
I'm
y'all
just saying,
forgetting.
in the scenario,
Yeah,
they're gonna rank Alabama higher than Georgia, and
yeah,
Tennessee
because
will
Alabama
be
beat
in.
Georgia. Because
Yeah,
Alabama beat Georgia, yes. But I wouldn't put after watching Alabama.
If
so
Arizona, if Arizona State wins out, will they get that force
Nobody.
over
The,
Boise State?
no, nobody in the Big 12 gonna jump Boise State. Nobody.
I think ultimately they
Nobody.
will. I think
I
ultimately
don't.
they
I think all
will.
people
I
leave,
don't.
bro.
I don't. I don't. I think they go. I think right now the Big 12 is they're gonna make the Big 12 play in the first round. Whoever the Big 12 champion is, they're gonna make us play in the first round.
Yeah,
Wow.
here's the only reason I don't think that they're going to reward Boise a bye in the first round. I just don't. I think they're going to make because guess what? Think about it like this. In the logic, if you let Boise State be the fifth, well, nah, because it's two things playing behind this. Do you want whoever Boise State? Do you want them going to Boise State, Idaho, to play the game, or would you rather get them a bye? They play them at a neutral site and give whoever that person is to play that home. It's gonna come out to money in
There
that
you go.
situation.
There you go. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Now you're thinking, Rob. Now you're thinking, Rob. I'm telling you,
Do you
the
want?
Big
Do you want to
12.
go to Boise State? Yeah.
Yeah, the Big 12. Right. We put ourselves in a position to where Boise State gonna be the fourth seed and get the bye. Whoever win the Big 12 gonna have to play in the first round of the playoffs. We'll get
I'll
a
tell
home
you
game.
this though.
They'll get a home game. Whoever it is, they're gonna get a home game.
I I tell you this though. I would love for Colorado to get that fifth seed. I tell you that. The first game at Folsom Field, hey, that thing gonna be electrifying. I'll take that on. More revenue, more money. Over a bye, because we keep playing instead of getting that bye. I would let's keep playing because we go a bye, we start getting sidetracked with other things. I would let's
Yeah.
keep playing. I would because the thing about it is though, if you in that fifth seed, you kind of in the drop seat to make it to the championship. To be honest with you, because one, you're going to play somebody that's probably going to be a much easier game for you to win, and then that next round you got to play against Boise State. Boise State presents you automatically to help you get to the semifinals. And if you win in the semifinals, you're in the championship. So if you got the fifth seed, you kind of in the driver's seat to sneak away and not play a lot of top teams.
That makes sense. I can go with that. I can go with that. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat for tuning in. That's all I got. Unless y'all got something else. I got a couple things I gotta do. And I'm off all week. So hey, it is what it is. But y'all give your final thoughts. We'll close this thing up, bro.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when BWatts go live, y'all know.
Uh, hey man, this the thing, man. After we sat here and we did all this talking and we did all this, at the end of the day, what Coach Prime has done at the University of Colorado should be applauded. What these young men have done at the University of Colorado should be applauded. Whatever happened next week, we know for sure we're gonna get to play another game. We'll get these early enrollees in. They'll be able to practice. Well, however this plays out for the University of Colorado, we have to not be so hasty to jump down people's throats because they made mistakes. Like we ain't never made a mistake in our lives, or we never fell short. We always come up on top. The character of a man is what he does when he's down. The character of a man is not about what he does when he's at the top. The character of a man is what he does when he's at the bottom. Uh, Pastor E. Dewey Smith said something one time. I was listening to him way before I even knew he knew Coach Prime. At his sister's funeral, he said he wanted to know why his sister was getting ready. They was leaving school, and he asked the principal why his mama was taking his sister home early. School went out. He wanted to know why his mama was taking his sister home early. Well, he said because all the honor students they got to leave. They got to go home early. Well, hey fellas, we got some honor students, and they get to go home early. I'm so proud of these young men and what they have accomplished when people told us that they couldn't. People said Shador would never be a #1 draft pick. We looking at the #1 draft pick. They said Shador was just a HBCU quarterback. He came to the big leagues and showed you I can play with anybody in the country. There's nobody better. So this week when you take time with your family, man, be thankful for what you got. Be thankful for what you got. There's somebody somewhere that ain't got what you got. That's way worse off than you really think it is. Make sure you hug your loved ones. Hey man, if you got some animosity with somebody in your family or anybody out there, man, fix it. Fix it. Because it can be fixed. Love on the people that love you, man, and stay positive. Always stay positive. That's how me and my brothers rock. And as I always tell you, man, if you send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, Rob the Man, and that is my brother, BWatts. Hey, we'll be here next Sunday. Y'all tune in.
All right, fellas. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything. And don't forget to tune in on tomorrow. Give you my top 10. And I want to say a special thanks to all of you over there on LinkedIn for tuning in tonight. And don't forget that on tomorrow, I'm gonna give you my top 10 players that played good, and I'm gonna discuss with you. It's just gonna be my opinion of the future of Colorado. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the show. It's gonna be a good show. I promise you. All you got to do is just come back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I might do a morning show. If y'all ain't doing that, I might. Depends on how I feel when I wake up. Like I said, I'm off all week. I'll be right here. And I also want to give a shout out to Miss Kate up the CU team, her and Mike. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything that y'all did for me while I was out there. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to get back out there on Friday. I'm gonna try my best. I know it's the last home game for Coach Prime and Shadur and Shiloh and Travis and Cameron together. And I think I might want to see that. All right. All right. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Rob the Man Media and Coach Dre. Want to thank them again. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And also on Tuesday, I got JR Box and Steve Woodland on Tuesday. And Wednesday, I'll be back by myself. Thursday, Greg Setup out of Atlanta. We're going to have a good time talking about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts. And I thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Always remember, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. And always remember, share whatever you have with your sisters and your brothers, and you'll always have more than enough to wish to share. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts, and I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Thank you, and be blessed. All right? Good night.
I just want to tell everybody, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
Man, I'm here with Mr. BWatts. He came out here to catch the Colorado Buffaloes. We ain't gonna talk about the top 10, but shout out Rob the Man, the media, and Coach Dre, man. Go Buffs.
We ain't petitioning for nobody. We ain't doing that. We got a wonderful display of cameras here, and I think we're on national television every week. If they can't see it, there's a problem. Don't allow their hatred for me to interfere with our kids' success. They got to stop that. Y'all got to stop. Some of y'all like that. Y'all got to stop that, man. Give the kids what they deserve, man. I done had my turn. You had, I played 14 years. You had 14 years to hate me. Now let it go.
Do you know how much fun we have, man? Do you understand that when we're on offense, I'm watching my son? When we're on defense, I'm watching my son. Then my son is watching my sons. Yes. I can't have a bad day because I'm surrounded by family. This is a father's dream.
Their defensive back are elite. I believe they're the best in the country in college football. Anytime you got Travis Hunter and DJ McKinney as your 1 and 2 defensive back, they will lock down your number 1 wide receiver and your number 2 wide receiver. Well, the key to this defensive back that Coach Prime got is going to be in that slot position. That's where Preston Hodge come in. Elite talent, can play you man-to-man, and when he's injured or out, they can throw in Stoudemire and one of the best defensive back on the team, Colton Hood. I'm telling you, whenever you hear Coach Prime say, hey, we come out the womb and bump and grind, that's what they mean. That's what I saw. It's going to be hard for your quarterback to be successful against Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes if he's not accurate with their football, because they got the number 1 cornerbacks in college football to me. You heard it right here on Sports Talk with BWatts.
Look at me, man. Do I look like I subscribe to pressure, or do I look like I apply it? We apply pressure. We don't subscribe to it.
Under center with Farmer as the tailback. There's the snap. Juju under pressure. Stays in the pocket. Gets the ball away. Has McNeil at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans. Wow, A.J. McNeil.
They didn't do it on there. We allowed them to score. We allowed them to stop us. We know every darn thing they're going to do. We missing tackles, which we don't do. We're not getting to the ball, which we don't do. We got to be physical up front, offense. Continue. You only had the ball for 9 darn minutes. You got 2 touchdowns, so I'm proud of that. But we've got to go out there, get this kickoff, and go down the field and score. Do y'all understand that? Yes, sir. You're talking about it, but you got to be about it. Defense, this ain't you. Each and every one of y'all had a chance to make a play, and you did not make it. You keep thinking you all that. Stop believing this darn hype and be who you call to be. You had a chance to make the play. Make the play this half.
It's still meat on the bone. Hey, let's go. Let's go. It's still meat on the bone. Let's go. Y'all ready to eat? Y'all ready to eat? Let's go. Y'all ready to eat? Still fucking meat on the bone. Let's do it. Hey, I'm speaking for all the coaches. Y'all go the out there and get me meat. Y'all understand that? Yes, go get me meat. 16 points. They don't score. They don't cross the 50. Shut that. And guess what? When we get to the ball, get wet. Y'all with me? Hell yeah. Y'all with me? Hell yeah.
This is where it creeps in. Don't let it. Right? Players 1, 11, moving to the ball. Run past it. Doesn't matter.
Must be the money. Boulder, Colorado. Go Buffalo. got the best Scope Buff. Scope Buff. Hey, watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your boy Bernard Watts, live right here in Boulder, Colorado. Getting ready to watch Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, Scope Buff.
So the counterplay, what they're trying to do is this guy's in line. You understand me? They know that we set our three right there. So Bentley, we were at Tampa one play, and you came underneath to make the play in the backfield. So look, they're trying to bim right here to our linebacker. You've got to go Coke can the fuck out of that guy if he comes your way. You got me 41. Now we're into the 12 personnel runs. They started off giving us 10 formations. Now they've gone condensed on some of these. So it's a really good job, Cam. We talked about it all week. If we got an internal, just make we stay locked on that. We make lock, we communicate that. Hey, if we're in our 3 J's or we're in 7 Y, we just know that it goes to 3-man fits. D-line's doing a good job. Keep holding the point right here, and we got to get downhill and play. Now the other thing that they'll do is they get these 2 guys inside off the ball. You saw it all week, so if I'm the safety coming down right here, I've got to take this guy to the flat, and it ain't nothing but our 3-man fits. When they run this gap scheme in the second half, you take it to the rest. You understand? The other one is a bastard set right here. It's their quads look, so they're trying to see how we're going to line up because what do we check? Flat. So they're motioning this asshole right here in the backfield. And then they're getting them downhill on the counterplay. I'd expect this formation in the second half, but listen, it doesn't make a shit what they do. Who's this shit about? It's about us. And the answers are right here. You keep nutting up the run.
Man, I'm here with Mr. BWatts. He came out here to catch the Colorado Buffaloes. We ain't gonna talk about the top 10, but shout out Raw, the man, the media, and Coach Dre, man. Go Buff. Communicate. Move people off the ball when we run it. Protect the fucking quarterback. He is getting hit way too much. I don't like it, so I know you don't like it. I know you like it. Take pride in not letting your man hit the quarterback. Do we understand that? Sure, sir. I don't want to see him on the ground no more. It's time to go home. Hey, no more MMA. Execute the game. Cover your ass off. Let's go get this. Let's go take this game off. Y'all fucking with me. Let's
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for making the time to do this, man. No problem. Thank you for having me.
There's no other player like Travis Hunter in all of college football. And the Colorado Buffalo star is here and will join us live when you come back to College Game Day.
You're doing stuff that nobody in the history of ball has done. I think you're averaging like 135 plays a game.
A superstar, an elite talent on both sides of the ball, and a legit Heisman candidate. Everybody, please welcome Colorado's Travis Hunter. Hold on. What is that relationship that you have with Coach Prime?
It's just an unbreakable son and father bond. It's just like we've been knew each other for years, even though we just met 3 years ago.
Oh, show him, Mark. Show him that. There's 3 Heisman baby in a row. Love it, man. Nice job. Travis Hunter. Hey.
Thank you.
you